Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ, and Bubba Boy in the studio with me today. How are you, boys?
Doing great, man.
All right, are you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're both?
Mercifully, I can only do an hour.
I
so
can see.
I'm happy about that.
Well, look, hey, bonus.
Yeah.
So
do all the good stuff in the first hour.
Yeah, you got a rock concert to go to. You're going to go get your rock on?
Yep.
Later?
One show that wasn't enough this week.
That's right. CJ and I went and saw Uncle Ted earlier in the week. That was a good show, wasn't
Hell
it?
yeah, it was.
And you're going to go see who tonight?
Tom Kiefer from Cinderella.
Wow.
L.A. Guns and Faster Pussycat.
You're finally catching up with the 80s.
It's going to be
Look
an
at you.
80s rock fest.
Man.
It's over in Daytona, so it should be fun.
Okay. All right. We'll go with that. But that's, you're getting her rock
We'll
on.
go with that. You're passive aggressive as hell. You just called me a liar.
No, I didn't.
We'll go
call you
with
a liar.
that.
No, that's what you're doing. And it's a way to warm yourself up and get you physically fired up for lobster season.
Oh, I don't need that. I'm already ready.
You think?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So how many lobster are you going to catch on Wednesday? First day
I'm
going to
be realistic
season.
and say 3.
3.
Based
Really?
on my own crappy experience.
Why would you?
If I have a good day, I'll pull in 3.
That sounds.
See, this is the opposite of bragging and acting like you're going to limit out.
Yeah.
on
What's the point of that?
On the radio.
I mean,
because everyone knows it's garbage.
No.
Everyone who knows Greg knows.
Look.
It's full
Scuba
of crap.
diving is supposed to be your superpower, and
It's
catching lobster. Bug Boy, you're supposed to be my buddy. It's Lobster Slayer and Bug Boy, the dynamic duo of lobster catchers.
Okay, 4.
Oh gosh, that is I am.
But they're going to be huge.
You know, you got to think the lobster. You got to be the lobster. You got to think positive.
I
man.
am. That is positive.
4. You can get up to 12 a day, and you're saying 4.
I've never caught 12 in my life.
You know, do the math. That's like 60%.
I'm trying to be realistic, Greg. I've never caught 12 in my life.
Well, that's
I think I pulled in 5 on one.
Yeah, you think positive. Barry the Bugger knows that you got to think positive when it comes.
See,
to
you have to
catching
set
lobster.
realistic expectations.
No, you
and then
don't.
Then if I exceed that,
You
then
got to
that's-
dream big, my friend. Come on, dive buddy. Come on, Bug Boy. Gee whiz. I'm
Hey,
very
language,
disappointed.
easy.
All right,
Could be
Barry the
children
Bugger.
listening.
I think. Well, what do you think? Should he think more positive, Barry?
I predict that every lobster that CJ finds, he will catch. The issue is finding them and being in the right space.
So
the
true.
Right
Okay.
place.
All right.
That's the only issue is finding where they are.
Yeah, but as far as numbers, wouldn't you rather?
I don't suck at catching them. I suck.
You got
at
to
finding
aim
them.
high. You can't aim low like 4 out of
If they drop us off in a desert of just sand,
yeah.
we're gonna go home empty-handed. We've got to be at the right place at the right time. You know that,
Well, it's called swimming. Just swim to the proper place where you find the lobsters.
right?
Quit blaming everybody else, Barry. Come
I'm
on.
not blaming anyone else.
You guys got to start thinking positive. You're already doing us in with this attitude.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're trying to
CJ.
live in the real world.
No, screw that. We've been doing this show for 25 years. We're not in the real world.
CJ, whatever you do, don't let Greg navigate. You'll end up somewhere where you don't belong.
Oh, that is.
That is true.
You're not going to be
That
my
is
dive
true.
buddy.
You know what? That's a good idea. I'll just make sure I have the flag.
Well,
so
look,
he's got to follow
You
me.
have the flag.
We have
Yeah.
2 lobster catching teams. that are going to go head-to-head this week for Florida Spiny Lobster mini-season. That would be the Lobster Slayer and Bug Boy, yours truly and CJ. And then there's going to be Barry the Bugger and the Crustacean Crusher, Jerry the Diver Guy. That's going to be one other.
Ask
buddy
them how
team.
many they're going to catch.
Yeah. All right, Jerry, here's your chance. What do you predict for your team?
I predict 24.
Oh, he's predicting 24 for the team each day.
Who's drunk?
Not me.
Crustacean Crusher sounds like he's down. But I appreciate his optimism.
Who's delusional?
That's right. See,
Who's
You gotta-
delusional?
he's dreaming big, and I think that's what you got to aim high.
Who's crazy?
If you don't aim high, you're gonna just, you're gonna peter out.
You got to
low.
buy that Mega Millions ticket, or you can't win that
That's
600
right.
million.
But you gotta think positive. You can't be dismissive like that.
No,
I'll be
he's
okay
not being
if I get four.
dismissive. He's being realistic.
He's being crazy.
No, he's realistic. It's
No.
again, look, the only time you've ever caught that many lobsters was when the one time you were dropped where they were walking.
Right.
Okay, so unless
Freak
they're
luck.
out
Wait,
there-
that's
a
not true.
freak
I've
luck
limited out every single time I've went
on
lobster
the radio.
hunting. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
Okay,
on
so-
the radio.
Crap.
And you're
It's true.
also a,
Excuse me.
you're
I
also
absolutely
a
have.
professional guitar player who's played in different rock groups.
Yeah, I
on the
may
radio.
I may surprise CJ tonight and hop up on stage with the guy from Cinderella.
My
You
God,
never
that
know.
would be hilarious. Please do.
Security.
So,
Okay, but anyway, yeah, it's you got to aim
strip
high.
search him.
I mean, I want you to think positive, CJ. Don't bring any of this negativity into our buddy team
All
of
right,
lobster
10.
hunting.
No,
No,
he
you
knows
go
how to
12.
catch them.
You guys say we're going to get 12 apiece as a buddy team for a lobster, and anything less than that will be a defeat.
Well,
You got to
I will
think
say
positive.
this. If my team member does not perform, he will not make it back to shore.
Well, it
We're
depends
going out
on,
on a boat, ding-a-ling.
and it depends on what he's wearing,
like I
or
said, you will not make it back to shore.
huh.
Barry will spot him. He's a good. He's got good eyes.
Barry does have, the Barry the Bug. He's Barry the Bug.
Every time we dive with
You
Barry, he's
spot
like,
'em,
boom,
I'll
boom,
catch 'em.
boom.
Yeah, well, I mean, predict for yourself. What will you do, Barry, for lobster mini season? What do you think?
If I catch 6 or 7 of them, I'll be happy.
6 or 7. So you're aiming
Barry,
low as
all right.
well.
I
I'm
want a
aiming
new
at
team
I'm aiming
member.
at what I got to take home and what I got to share with friends. You're not getting any of the lobsters.
We'll
this
take that.
defeatist attitude.
We'll take that boat now.
Yeah. Casey the Tobacco Nut has joined the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. Are you coming over for Bugfest by the Sea in Lauderdale, Casey, or what?
Not this year. Not this year. I
Okay.
did get released out of my boot, but I won't be completely released until.
Oh, wait,
first-
you were released from your boot, or was the boot released from you? From your
6 and 1 half dozen the other.
You were trapped
Side.
in Italy.
No, I don't think it was
And for
that
the
kind of.
Canadians.
I think it was a.
maybe just for you, CJ.
I think it
Just-
was a big waiter right up his keister, something like that. It was some boot that he had lodged into his butt cheeks.
So you hired by joke writers, huh?
I don't know what joke you're referring to. I'm just.
Oh, I think I'm having computer problems. I'm gonna have to log off and join next week.
Well, that's
You're
okay.
buffering.
Everybody just stop, edit. We're going to fix this in post. All right. So, Casey.
Yes.
What?
Take 2.
Yeah. You are not coming to Bugfest, but do you have a prediction on which team will be more, we'll do better? We got Jerry the Diver Guy or Bug Boy and the Crustacean, or no, wait. Jerry the Diver Guy, who is Crustacean Crusher,
You don't
and
even
Barry
know
the
the
Bugger.
teams. How am I supposed to?
Well, it'll
decide?
depend on who catches the most lobster, and I may have to chuck Bug Boy for one of the other more productive lobster catchers if
Oh no!
he doesn't
Do that.
perform.
That'll motivate me.
You guys are lucky Casey and I aren't going to be there this year.
Yeah.
We'd
Why?
smoke you all.
Oh, okay.
I have a trick. I have a little test, Greg. You
Yeah.
go out there Wednesday night before the season starts in the middle of the night with the trunk lid of a 1974 Buick, and you leave it there in the sand. Next morning, lobsters are all under it.
Totally illegal,
Yes.
and that's why he's not going to be
That's the
lobster
dynamite
hunting
question.
anytime soon because the authorities have got him on lockdown. All right. More coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Bula. You'll hear that a lot when you visit Fiji.
It's more than a greeting. It's the spirit of this friendly country. With 333 islands, white sand beaches, and year-round tropical warmth, it's hard not to feel happy at this exceptional dive destination known as the soft coral capital of the world. Fiji Airways has a modern fleet of aircraft to take you to Fiji in style and at great prices. Contact your travel agent now or go to FijiAirways.com and plan your Fijian dive adventure. That's FijiAirways.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of ScubaRadio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures ScubaRadio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Larry, I'm freaking out.
Why?
Florida spiny lobster season is almost here and we could end up as a diver's dinner.
Lenny, you and me are the defending tag team hide-and-seek champions.
But they...
And even if they do spot us, we're masters of escape.
Oh yeah, Chris Angel? Try escaping the equalizer.
Oh, crap.
Limit out with the lightweight trigger-operated Equalizer lobster snare. Get yours now at Florida dive retailers and lobsterlooper.com.
ScubaRadio. Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Dad, we have a bug.
Bug hunter. He loves to hunt bugs. He's a diver with an attitude, an underwater thug. With stealth, speed, and agility, he combs the ocean floor. No matter how many bugs you catch, he's always gonna catch more. Yeah, he's the king of all the lobster slayers, and the word has gotten round. Everyone knows something's gonna die when the bug hunter goes down.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. That is the Scuba Cowboy. He's going to be performing live this coming week at Lauderdale by the Sea for Bugfest by the Sea. And we got our team as well. Debbie, welcome to Scuba Radio. How are you?
Hey, really good. We're ready to rock and roll down here.
I bet you are. You know, this is the 10-year anniversary of Bugfest, which makes it just that much bigger and better and more celebratory than normal. And one of the benefits of that milestone is that they got more prizes to give away at Bugfest this year than we've ever had in the entire history of the event. Is that right?
That is absolutely right. It's just been so overwhelming to see all the great stuff that many of our dive shops and people have given, and manufacturers and hotel stays. We even have a new logo this year. For our 10th anniversary, we'll have plenty of these shirts to sell too.
Oh, excellent. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm sporting last year's model. And
Right.
There you go, right there. You can see that on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. But she has the new Bugfest logo, and so new T-shirts
There it
will be
is.
up for grabs. Everybody who participates, I believe that's part of the registration thing. You
Yes,
get a
it is.
T-shirt,
Free
right?
T-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's
You get
never
that
too
new
late.
logo.
Yeah, get the new logo, get the new shirt, all bunch of swag you get for just participating in the event. And by the way, you can pretty much, like the day before, like this Monday, you could sign up online or go to South Florida Diving Headquarters or any of the vendors that are participating at Bugfest down there at Lauderdale by the Sea and join the party and get in on these prizes, like $30,000 worth of stuff. I mean, we're
and
bringing...
cash.
Yeah.
Don't forget the cash, Greg.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got cash prizes
There's
for
cash prizes.
the biggest lobster. I mean, are you doing the ugliest lobster contest again, or do we know
doing
yet?
The prettiest.
The
Which is caught
prettiest.
by a
Okay.
Girl, a woman, a female.
Okay.
We have
All right.
caught on a boat and caught on the shore. We're also this year breaking out our raffle tickets so that each of the places where people are registering this year,
Mm-hmm.
our registration is online this year, just so you know.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Reminder. But we're asking, where are you going to weigh in? So wherever you weigh in and you get your tickets for the raffle, for every lobster you bring in, you get another raffle ticket. And so this year we're breaking out those raffle tickets. So Greg, you and I are going to have a great time being able to pull from each of the locations where someone weighed in to win prizes this year too.
Gotta love that. I want to suggest one other category: a diver who most looks like a lobster.
There you go.
Barry's a shoe-in from our crew. I'm thinking, but yeah, you know, they do all kinds of fun and wacky elements to this as well. So it's such a fun social element to participate in this event. You're going to have a great time just hanging out, whether you catch lobster or not. And they have kind of opened it up a little bit more. It's not going to be like, you know, the person who catches the most lobsters is going to score all the stuff, all the freebie. It's not going to be like that. If you participate, you're going to have pretty much an equal shot at getting any of the big prizes, whether it's a shearwater dive computer, or we have a Peregrine we're bringing to the party to give away. I think actually we may have 2 shearwater dive computers to give away at Bugfest. We got some equalizer lobster snares we're bringing to the party, and I mean, I know you got some stuff from the blue folks at Brownies, you know, like the Nomad units, those battery operated surface supplied air units, and 4C dive centers and dives with South Florida Diving Headquarters. What else is on the list as far as the prizes?
I think my favorite one is the biggest bug caught off the shore on the midnight dive. So if you dive, we have a weigh-in station from 12:20 to 2 o'clock in El Prado Park. So
right.
If you're in the water at 12:01, you come out, you've already registered, you'll be able to go right over to El Prado and have it weighed. So the biggest lobster there gets a dive computer, a Peregrine dive computer, $500 from Gold Coast Scuba.
Sweet. And by the way, they have caught some massive lobsters there at midnight, right there at Lauderdale by Sea. And I mean, I forget, a few years ago, didn't they get one that was like 7 or 8 pounds or something? It was crazy big.
They're bigger than my head.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and it's impressive. So you really have a shot at get some big old lobster right there. And you just never know what's going to happen in that regard. So that's a fun thing to take part in, the dive right at midnight. And like I said, we're gonna have the kickoff party at the Plunge Beach Hotel, the host hotel, on Tuesday. I believe that starts at what, 5, 6 o'clock, or is it a little?
5:30 is TP seminar on how to catch. If anybody wants a little bit of a resort class on reminders on how to catch them.
Yeah, how to catch the bug. He wrote the book on it. 5:30. That's in the Plunge Beach Hotel lobby.
Yep.
And then right from there,
come on over. We have free beer for the first 100 people from
nice.
Wynwood Brewing.
Excellent. Oh yeah, Jerry the diver guy just woke up. You just got the crustaceans crushers attention there with the free beer.
Going to be hungover on Wednesday.
So that'll be at the beach bar Tuesday about 6:30 there at the Plunge Beach Hotel, and that's a kickoff party. And
Scuba Cowboys playing.
Yep. We're gonna bring we're gonna have some mermaid tails with us. I don't know if we have a mermaid, but we may recruit a gal or two if they want to strap on a mermaid tail for the event. We'll see what happens. It'll depend on how much beer they've drank, whether or not we get any takers. Because otherwise, and that works both ways. If it's too much beer, chances are Barry or Jerry will put on the tail.
Hey, I'll put one on. I don't care.
Okay, oh, geez. We're trying to sell the event. We're trying to sell it.
Mermaids that look good.
Yeah.
Not mermaids that. No, it's not good.
Easy, Casey. Easy.
It's a nightmare. Okay, well, welcome to my hell there, Debbie. But regardless, it's going to be a great time. Really looking forward to it. Lauderdale by the Sea, shore diving capital of Florida by far. And they make it so easy for the divers down there. And once you come down to Bugfest, you really don't have to leave the area for several days. You can just go bag some bugs right there off the beach. The beach diving's great, or you can go out with the dive operators, whether it's South Florida Diving Headquarters or who else is
Dixie Divers.
Yeah,
And
Dixie
South Florida
Divers.
Also, South Florida has a boat out of Pompano and out of Boynton this year.
Okay, right.
And Dixie Divers is in Deerfield Beach. So if you're shore diving in Deerfield, that way you could just hop across to like the Dixie Divers to weigh in. And if you're Pompano on shore, you can again go over to Sands Harbor Beach and weigh in there.
There you go. All the information, by the way, we have links to Bugfest by the Sea at ScubaRadio.com. Just click on the link. It'll take you right to their homepage with all the information, how to sign up, how to get diving with everybody, and we'll see you Tuesday in Lauderdale by the Sea. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate it. And we got more coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive. What do you do, Naomi?
I'm a diver.
What do you dive for?
I have a thing for all the wrecks.
Oh, then you come to the right place.
That's kind of what I hear when I see Barry and Jerry diving together for lobster. That is the soundtrack that you'll hear of Barry the Bugger and the Crustacean Crusher. Don't you think, guys? Doesn't that match well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Little song and dance routine.
You need to make a video with that.
Yeah. It'll be more style over substance.
When you take your
think.
GoPro, get behind them.
Possibly.
Get a little footage.
Yeah.
Two professionals catching all the lobsters while you watch.
Yeah.
And you guys will be diving too.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was talking about you
Barry.
and I, wasn't he? He was talking about the Lobster Slayer and Bug Boy.
Obviously.
Barry.
No.
Yeah.
Barry.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Jerry and Barry are going to be doing like a song and dance routine.
Barry.
And, while we're catching lobster. Yeah.
Please keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
This is good, Greg.
Yeah.
They're already at each other.
We're playing head games with them right now, talking smack.
Don't you see this?
You got to get in their heads.
We're living
what they're doing.
rent free in their heads.
Distract them. Distract them on their lobster catching skills.
Jerry, I hear Barry is talking some crap behind
That's
your
right.
back.
See, Barry?
I wouldn't put up with that.
That's
Barry.
They're going to be a terrible buddy team.
All I need you to do
is catch lobster.
Is just open your eyes, keep your mouth shut.
Wow.
That's it.
Don't worry,
we'll do the
fine.
rest.
Don't make
I
any
heard
noises.
If you put a looper around his neck, you can walk him like a dog.
Wow. Okay.
Dang.
Hey, what you guys do in your
You guys are into dog collars and stuff? Wow.
in your off time is between you.
No, that's Casey and Barry coming into play there now.
I don't know. Sounds like maybe there's a three-way in the works for all. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm just throwing out suggestions for either one of them to be the controller and the other to be controlled.
Okay. Well, I'm throwing up a little bit in my mouth right now. So
You're not the only one.
Anyway.
Yeah, the entire audience.
See, this is the kind of stuff we do amongst friends, amongst diving buddies. You talk a little smack. You set up a little challenge. if CJ and I catch the most lobster between our team, we get Barry's boat. We
Minus
pretty
the
much
motor and trailer.
established that. Nope.
That's
no.
all included.
Trailer and boat. It's all one
sorry.
big
We'll be
package.
taking that with us.
Yep.
You have to take the whole package. You have to put that in the agreement. You didn't do that.
No, it's on tape. Go back and listen to the show from last week. We got that
Just said boat.
documented. It's a legal and binding document from last
Barry.
week's podcast. Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Oh, I know.
open
We're gonna
your
win.
eyes,
Keep your mouth
shut,
open and squeal like a pig.
and there.
Only you, Greggy.
Oh, gee, don't put me in that.
Remember, Greg.
Okay, that's enough.
Just watch
You got-
the gag ball
Hey, what?
before
The
you jam it
measuring-
in his pie hole.
So wrong. So wrong. You know,
One
you're not
day,
supposed
Greg-
to use your tickle stick that way. Just for the record, you're supposed to catch lobster with them. Now, you guys quit messing around with all the foreplay and all that stuff. Leave that off the air, will you? And quit making things awkward amongst our crew. By the way, we hope to connect with the inventor of the equalizer. Or I said,
Oh, yeah.
the equalizer. How do you say it, CJ?
The equalizer.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin is out and about. He designed these things years ago, and they are a hot seller. But we're going to try to connect it with him in just a bit. Also, we're going direct once again live to Fiji a little bit later on the show. This time, we're going to connect with the folks at Benga Lagoon Resort, which is on our agenda for our Fiji adventure at the beginning of September. So that's coming up a little bit later on. Give you a little glimpse of what it's like to be in Fiji, and that'll be a good time for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But our minds are pretty much on Bugfest, so we got to go around the crew right now, make sure everybody's properly prepared. I have my gear all set up. The only thing I have to do, I have to charge up my my Shearwater dive computers. Got to make sure they're fully juiced. I got my lobster license and everything ready to go, but everything's packed up, pretty much ready to roll. What about you, CJ?
Same. Got my lobster license, renewed that.
Yep.
Got all my gear packed up. All I need to do is pop a battery in my computer.
Okay. Why is Jerry laughing right now?
You know, this is the first year that I do not have to renew my license.
Okay, and that's funny.
Yes,
They expire. They expire Friday.
Oh, you bought it the Friday after mini season last year?
No, I bought it at mini season, that like the day before mini season, and somehow or another it fell. And they expire on Friday.
He's getting 2 years for the price of one.
Jerry is he's tickled pink.
Out.
I don't quite know why, but
I don't know neither.
All
but they expire.
Yeah, there you bought a year license.
Yes.
For in Florida for lobster season. So yeah, you got to make sure your license is good through mini season. It expires what day?
They expire 7/29 of 2022.
You're good for mini season.
You're in there.
Come August
I'm there.
6th, you'll be not.
Right. Yeah, actually, I got a 5-year license. You can get those.
Wow,
5
it's
years
optimistic.
Well, it was, but this is my final year. But I will have to.
You know, at our age, I don't even like to
that.
buy ripe bananas.
Yeah, that's not. That isn't accurate. I buy bananas far in advance.
Thanks for crapping on my joke.
Yeah, that was a joke. Okay. Anyway.
No matter, I will renew my license this week anyway.
Well, I mean, you might as well wait until after mini season. You don't want to do it too early.
I've still got to renew them anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see what year, what day mini season ends next year.
Okay. Why?
Because he can get 2 years for the price of one. He's getting
two mini seasons.
He's getting 2 mini seasons for the price of one, because last year's mini season.
Well, you
was
should
the
be able
week
to.
Before.
You should be able to figure that out right now by looking at the calendar there.
That
Barry.
will be
That's the
August
plan.
or July 28th of next year.
All right. So the 28th and 29th will be mini season for 23.
Yeah, so I can renew on the 29th and still get another year.
Okay. Well, there you got that. You got that to look forward to. Barry, do you got your gear all packed up? Are you doing any special preps for mini season or what?
No, everything's packed up. I just had forgotten the moray light I'm going to bring with me too, because it's really bright.
right? It could be good to have a light with you for sure. And what about
Absolutely.
you, Jerry?
I'm
Other than
good.
your license, you got your gear all serviced up and ready to roll?
Got gear going, got new gear on the way, but got everything going.
Yeah. All right. And
We are ready to rock and roll.
I mean, the thing you got to do for mini season, because a lot of people haven't been diving lately, you got to go through your gear, make sure it's working, everything's up to
Everything.
snuff, take inventory, don't forget your gloves. I mean, that's the one thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not picking up a
Gloves
lobster
for
without
sure.
gloves.
Yeah, that's the one thing that it never fails. People always end up forgetting, like, oh crap,
You
I
will
forgot the gloves.
bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you
No,
got
everybody always checks their regulator. I want to tell everybody fully inflate your BCD.
Yes.
Because remember 2 years ago, my shoulder piece blew out when I hit the water.
what the bladder? Your bladder blew. What? No, the bladder in his BC. What are you guys snickering for? You guys sound like school kids.
Throw up. The collar with the hose attached. Cracked and fell apart.
That happened to me too last year.
Bladder boy.
You blew your bladder out too?
No, just the hose.
Just the hose. You blew your hose.
But it's all good now.
I can sell you a new BC.
But you need to.
All right. Well, look, everybody's trying to cut deals here. Look at this. But yeah, take inventory. Make sure you're not one of those people like, oh crap, I forgot something. When you're on your way out to the dive site, snag some bugs. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hello, this is Koji. I'm a diver, originally from the land of the rising sun. But now, America, my home. You are listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Run! It's Godzilla!
Now, here is someone considered by many to be the Godzilla of diving. Greg the Dive Master, coming Tokyo.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Koji planning to go snag some lobster this week as well. He has said he would like to buddy up with possibly the Lobster Slayer or Bug Boy, but nobody else made the list. Sorry, Jerry.
I'll go with
Sorry,
Koji.
Barry.
I'll go with Koji.
Would you?
It's okay.
I've went with Koji before.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to go with you again. So
he was actually on the boat when I went.
yeah, and
He
I
was driving.
Yeah, but he said no. I'm not going with no crustacean crusher. I'm not going
Actually,
with
no,
Barry the
no.
Bugger.
We did dive together, and he was pointing out lobster to me. Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, but he told me this week he goes he has new standards, and neither you or Barry reach those. So
Well, Barry.
So in order for you to win this, you're going to need a third person on your team. That's sorry.
Barry, keep your mouth shut.
wow,
It's like the Odd Couple.
it is. It really is.
Which one's Oscar? Which one's Felix?
It's really just odd. You could just stop right there. It's just odd between the two of them. Yeah, there's a tension.
I'm trying to not make it odd.
Okay.
I'm trying
You know
to
what,
keep
Greg?
his mouth shut.
It's really kind of funny how they're going to be a buddy team.
Why is
Barry,
that?
Because just
Like,
it's just the
Look,
weirdness. The
you-
weirdness.
You can't hear them bitch underwater at each other. That's the only. That's going to be the plus side of this.
Wow,
whole
that makes communication even tougher.
Right. It'll be all these
Barry.
hand signals. No, you're number one.
Yeah,
no, you're number one.
Two go down, only one comes up.
Barry,
I haven't said a word. You're the one that keeps saying Barry.
Barry, listen. Last year, you remember you kept bringing me my alcoholic drinks.
Yes,
That's
I
your
remember
job for
that.
this
You were
year.
drinking a lot of those.
That's your job for this year.
Oh, okay.
What?
Keep your mouth shut.
Barmaid?
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open.
Is he supposed to wear the
When I'm
waitress
out of
uniform
alcohol,
too?
Bring
And-
me alcohol. When you spot the lobsters, you tell me. That's it.
So do you
keep
make
your
him
mouth
wear high
shut.
heels?
Oh,
or make him
golly.
Walk around barefoot.
The fantasies and the disturbing
extra-
images
And he
being painted in everyone's eye.
an extra large Bugfest T-shirt only.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you feed Jerry enough beers, he might end up in a mermaid tail at the kickoff party.
Look,
nobody wants
I
that.
told you I'd
Stop
put it
that,
on
Greg.
without the beers.
I can
Really?
see it now. Barry serving him drinks with only a Jacques Cousteau red cap on.
Good Lord.
No, that
Oh,
cap's
that's
staying home.
disturbing.
In your head,
Well,
Casey.
I wear my official Scuba Radio.
Just so
hat
we're
for this
clear, I don't want to scare anyone away from the events there at
Keep your
Bugfest.
fantasies out of this.
Yeah, these are all fantasies that Jerry and Barry have between themselves that we will hire extra security to make sure it doesn't happen. So don't let that steer you away from joining
Thank you.
us. Oh, boy.
Leave your mankini at home.
Yes, please.
What?
Okay. But yeah, you know, it is going to be a good time. It'll be a good time to see the Scuba Cowboy.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him.
That's the only time I ever see him.
I think Koji will probably want to dive with Pop. He might be going out with Pop on.
That'd be a good
mini-season.
team.
Yeah. So the Scuba Cowboy and Koji from the land of the rising sun.
Cowboy and Gazura.
Okay, could be. It could be.
Cowboy Bebop.
He could be the monster of lobster hunters. It could happen. So, yeah, we have that. And then Captain Walt DiMartini has been secured as one of the lobster cook-off judges for the lobster cook-off on Wednesday night there. I believe it'll be in the square at Lauderdale by the Sea, but that is always a fun event. And, you know, that's when we're there giving away all the prizes and stuff. And like Debbie said earlier, I mean, they have a record number of prizes to give away this year at Bugfest. I mean, 30,000. I think it's going to be over 30 grand worth of stuff.
Wow. Get your raffle tickets.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
And that's
dive
not
trips,
counting
gear.
Scuba Radio.
Correct.
So when you sign up, then you get a raffle ticket, but then you have to pull in, you get one for each lobster? Is that the
Something
deal?
like that. You know, I don't know all the specifics on how they're working the categories, but they've changed the rules a little bit to make it a little more open, as opposed to, like, you know, we've had guys come in the past where, you know, they take a boat out with 5 divers and then one guy would show up at the party with, like, you know, 100 tickets, raffle tickets.
Yeah.
And I think they've put the kibosh on that approach a little bit to kind of spread it out so everybody can be a part of the fun and have a shot at stuff. I mean, we still always had a ton of prizes and everybody end up getting something, but it's actually going to be, I think, divvied up a little bit more creatively this week to make it, you know, a little bit more open for everybody to snag a really cool prize, whether it's a shearwater dive computer, you know, a dive trip with one of the dive operators. They got regulators to give away, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's really impressive list of stuff and goodies, and including some of the equalizers. We got we're going to bring some equalizer lobster snares down there from our friends at Aquatic Specialties. Kevin and the crew there make those lobster snares, and we're going to bring some of them not just to use but to give away to some lucky divers as well. Probably I got 3 of them right here. Yeah. Ready just throw in the truck and take them down to the kickoff party. I think we're going to give those away at the kickoff party.
I would like to volunteer to give those away to whoever wins them.
Yeah, why?
I want to chuck them like spears.
Really?
It's going to be in the news.
So
Person
that would be
gets
Heads
shot.
up in the back.
That'd be at the Plunge Beach hotel bar there at the beach bar. That'd be one way to do it. Like if we stab you with a lobster snare, you get to keep it. That's your
No, whoever wins it, just here, catch. Stand in the
yeah.
back.
But what if they don't catch it? Then you've ended their life.
Then they suck.
If you can catch the snare with your eyeball, you get to keep it.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
I'm not trying to hurt
Are you
anybody.
guys going to sign those snares?
Like sign
At the
language?
No, sign. Put your names on them.
Well, why would we do that? We're giving them away. We don't want.
I
someone to
understand
think
you're
they're
giving them
ours.
away, but no.
We'll autograph them for them.
Autograph them for them.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Literally never been asked for that.
I don't. You know what? I mean, knowing Jerry, how popular Jerry the diver guy is now,
look.
he might be asked to like sign some woman's chest or some guy's chest for all I care. I mean, you know, he might do that.
Which would be ironic because he can't
Bring
write.
on the Sharpies.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hold my beer a second.
He doesn't really sign his name. He just signs. He draws a stick figure. Is that what?
Oh, God.
Maybe.
I'm kidding. Jerry's very literate.
He is.
Hey, whatever they want, toss it out there. I'll sign it.
Okay. All right. Well, you know who to avoid now at Bugfest. I think we've made that perfectly clear to anyone listening today. For
I'll
sure.
draw a stick figure on it.
Yeah.
I
But,
heard that Jerry's the newest character all the drag queens emulate.
okay. Well, that's fine. Whatever works. I mean, we're not here to judge. We're just here to make fun of people.
Jealousy.
But what about how we give away the lobster snares? Maybe we ought to do some kind of snaring technique above land, like with maybe you.
Yeah, we gotta come up with some good creative idea. For
Yeah,
this, Greg.
I mean, you got to do it without injuring anyone.
Forget that.
Yeah, I mean that kind of takes away some of the fun. But we can probably come up with some creative way to use these lobster snares. And I don't know, maybe Jerry will snag himself a woman. We can do that. Use that
We
with
can
a
only
looper.
hope for that.
With a looper. It's like that's kind of like what the only way he's going to get one. Maybe.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, look at the time.
Look at the time. Having so much fun. And then we
Any
got to wrap
single
it up for
woman
this
want to come
hour.
out and get a looper?
Okay.
Let me know.
Well, look, coming up in hour 2, by the way, we are going to connect live with Fiji, Bengal Lagoon Resort.
On the Maccabi side.
Yeah, that's what he said. And we're going to do that next. So stick around to the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Folder down below if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.